Hey everyone, Miss Trenchcoat here from thepinkmac.blogspot.com, and look what I've got here, a new iPad 3, freshly delivered from the UPS guy and just unboxed. So here is my video review. Okay, so I just got my iPad 3 delivered to me. The UPS guy just dropped it off. And here I've got my smart case for the iPad, iPad 2 or iPad 3. Apparently it fits both. So I'm just going to put this out on the side. This was delivered a couple of days ago, but here's the box. Pretty standard. Just going to break this guy open. Just want to be careful. I don't want to ruin the box underneath. Okay, good. Okay, so we see the word iPad. As everyone knows by now, I think that Apple has foregone the numbering of the iPad. Ooh, so this is just the iPad, not the iPad 3, although I will refer to it as iPad 3 just to keep everyone from getting confused. So this is the box. We've got a new picture of the iPad. We've seen this new background. It's like the rippling water. So, you know, every generation they change what the background's going to be. So I'm really excited to rip this guy open because I have an iPad 1, first generation. And so this guy's got a screen that's much, much better even than the previous model. And it's much faster than the iPad 1. It's debatable from early reviews whether or not it's faster than the iPad 2, but I'm not really too worried about that because this is going to be an upgrade either way for me. My box has a little dent. I might have to try to break that out. So here we go. So iPad, iCloud sticker, iPad on this side, Apple logo, another iPad. So let's just break this guy open. I'm kind of giving you guys the first look of this. I'm not going to see it straight on, but there it is. Whew, so far it looks very similar to the old iPad, so, but I can tell already the bezel's much different. So I'm just going to pop this guy up, and we have the charging block and the Designed by Apple in California, and I've got the MagSafe, or not MagSafe, but the Apple connector. And here, very minimal documentation, a cute little picture. And yes, Apple stickers. I collect these things and very notably don't actually use them. I've used a couple of them, but I don't want to use them up because they're so rare. Okay, so that is all that is in this box. I know that there's nothing else in there, so I'm just going to cover this back up. Yeah, so here we go. I'm going to see if I can, so you can see I've got a 32 gig and I did get an engraving. That's really nice. So, yeah, look at that camera. It's going to be new for me too. So right off the bat, just holding it. Let me pull my other iPad out. I have it nice and handy. See, it's going to be a little weird for me to decide, you know, the actual weight of the iPad because I always use my iPad 1 in a case, and I will be doing the same thing with this guy. But let's just see offhand. It feels a lot different when you hold it. I don't know if I actually, like, I feel like this one it just feels totally different to hold the new one than it does to the old one. I guess this one's lighter. I don't know. They really don't feel like they're that much different. So I can't really tell. I'm sure Scale can tell. Let's put that guy here for now. I'm just going to turn this on with the plastic on so we can see if it, there it is. Okay. so we can see the screen. Let's see what that does. I'm pretty sure it doesn't need to be, actually plugged into a computer. So let's see what this does. Woo! iPad. Let's see, it says configure, swipe. Okay. English. Then what? I guess I press this button. US. Just enable for now. Location services. Next. This is going to ask to go on my home network, so let me just take care of that real quick. Okay, so it's joining the Wi-Fi network in the house. I'm going to hit next. May take up to 3 minutes. Choose to set up as a new iPad or restore from backup. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to do something with this. So I'll come back once it's turned on and everything's ready, and I'll give you the rest of the tour, okay? So I'll see you guys in a little bit. You won't notice the time delay. Okay, so I'm back and I've got my iPad 3 all set up. Basically, I had to back up or reinstall, I guess, restore from backup on iCloud, and then I ended up having to attach this to my iTunes on my computer too in order to get some data off of there that wouldn't actually come across in iCloud. But now everything is on here that I want, and I was able to put more items on my iPad 3 because now I've got 32 gigs instead of 16. As you can see, maybe, hopefully that's clear. So yeah, so I've got double storage space now, and that makes me a happy camper. So after I set it up, I also put on a screen shield. This is the Belkin Screen Guard Anti-Glare for iPad 2. Yes, iPad 2 screen shields will fit on the iPad 3. They're the same size. Really quick, I know some people are going to be like, why are you putting on a screen shield? Don't you know it's going to, decrease the, Retina display look? So for me, I really like matte finish on the iPads. On my MacBook Pro, I really don't care. iMac, I don't really care. Any computers, laptops, I don't care. But because this is in my hands all the time, and I have to hold it up to my face, I prefer matte. It prevents, lighting issues. Not even just when you're outside when there's direct sunlight, but it also, in the bedroom or something, if you have a light, it always catches it and reflects off the screen, which drives me crazy. So yes, I used a matte screen shield. It also prevents fingerprints from showing up, and you know that this is a fingerprint catching device. Duh, you use your fingers to use it. So yell at me if you want, but yeah, that's what I like. So I have it on there, and maybe you can see. I do a really good job of putting these guys on normally, so I'm not sure if you can see it up here and down here. You might be able to see it a lot better down here. But yeah, I do a really good job. So you actually can't really see it, but it is what it is. Now, so let's talk about the big new feature of this iPad is the Retina display. It is beautiful. A much bigger step up from the iPad 1. Not so sure about the iPad 2 since I don't own one, but since this is a video, you're not really going to be able to see the quality anyway. I'm going to try to throw some pictures in, but I expect that you're going to have to see it in real life if you want to experience the Retina display. The screen shield only deflects from that, a little bit, and that's not a problem for me because the screen really is, even with the screen shield on, is much better than my iPad 1 was, with or without a screen shield. So okay, so Retina display is wonderful. Next thing is that the feel of this is totally different when you hold it. Obviously, it's a completely different form factor. I said earlier that I couldn't really tell a difference with weight, which is true, but I definitely feel a difference when I'm holding it. So it feels slimmer. It just feels different. So this is like a new feeling right now that I'm going to have to get used to. Not bad, not good. It's just new, and it's much slimmer. So hopefully the slimness of it will make up for me having to learn a new way to hold it. So, because this tapered design is a little bit, you got to get used to it. Okay, so the other new things for me as an iPad 1 owner is that I've got cameras. The FaceTime camera is really good. I FaceTimed with my fiance who has an iPhone 4, and my FaceTime camera is better than his. Duh, this is like 2 iterations above where that iPhone is, so obviously the camera is going to be better. The camera in the back is really good. Like I was kind of surprised, like not for, professional photographer DSLR, quality, but really a strong camera. So I know a lot of people complained about the iPad 2 didn't have a great camera. This is a totally different scenario. This camera is, you're going to have to go and maybe take pictures yourself. I'll try to maybe throw some pictures on my blog. But yeah, it's definitely a good quality, good solid thing to have in an iPad if you're someone who wants to take pictures too. So the video as well, I took video and that looked great. Again, I'm not going to put that in here, just wanted to let you know it looks good. And the other big thing for me is the speed coming from the iPad 1. It wasn't slow, but this was considerably more snappy. My video games, I was playing RPG Makers, and it loaded really quick. There was no lag time in the game, and the Retina display made it look beautiful, even though obviously these games that we have already out aren't optimized for the Retina display yet, but it still looks pretty darn good. So for me, I'm really happy that I got this, and it was definitely worth it. Hopefully I'll hold on to this for another 2 years like I did with the iPad 1, so I guess I'll be getting the iPad 5 then if I keep going with my current buying schedule. But overall, really like it, and if you have any questions, please put a comment or send me a message or visit my blog, because I'll be, making a few more posts about this probably, and a more in-depth review will be coming today. So yeah, thanks for watching, and please, if you like this video, like it, and please subscribe. Okay, so hope you guys have a great day and you enjoyed this video. Bye.